Hey friends, welcome back to another installment of Slow Cooker Sunday. So as some of you guys know, last weekend I got stormed out, lost my power and all that good stuff, and I couldn't put one of these good recipes out, but it's a different day and a different story, and we got a good one for you, so stick around. We got an incredibly tasty recipe on tap for you guys today, but it's going to require to do a lot of little extra things and some more work. I went ahead and I broke down and spent $27 and bought an original slow cooker. That's right, an original crock pot, 4.5 quart. It's got some settings on here that the old one didn't have, and I like it that way. I have a choice from high and low heat and all that stuff. So we're going to give it a try, and let's get started. We're going to be putting together some tasty homemade meatballs in a creamy mushroom gravy.
Yummy.
Now it'd be much easier if we just went ahead and got some ground beef or frozen meatballs put in this recipe. We're doing this the authentic way. I've got 2 big fat Angus Ribeye steaks. Woohoo, baby! And we're going to take these and we're going to crank them through our old 1894 meat grinder. Now we have 2 boneless Angus Ribeye steaks sitting here. We're going to take and we're going to cut these up so they go through that grinder nice and smooth. Oh yeah, there's the old girl, 1894 meat grinder. If any of you all been following my channel for any time, a year or so ago, I made ribeye steak burgers with that baby. We're gonna take our Angus ribeye steaks and we're gonna grind them up there probably twice through, and we're gonna make it into a mash with some other seasonings and make some meatballs. All right, let's go ahead and get processing this Angus ribeye. Alright, great. We've got both of those ribeye Angus steaks ground up in an old meat grinder. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little concoction of seasonings, which consists of 2 teaspoons of garlic, a teaspoon of onion powder, as well as a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. Let's go ahead and just mix that in with the round steak. And 2/3 of a cup of regular Italian styled breadcrumbs, 2 large eggs, and we're going to mix all this together with our hands. Now I opted to go with larger size meatballs. We got 8 of them sitting here so we could feed a family if we wanted to, or just eat 1 or 2 during a meal. Now we've got the camp stove out and we're getting ready to throw these babies on a large cast iron skillet and brown all the sides. Alright, let's go ahead and take our browned meatballs, nice and easy, set them directly down inside of the crock pot. Alright, now that we've got our meatballs sitting down inside of the crock pot, it's time for us to make up that sauce that goes with it. Back to our cast iron skillet, we're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter, third of a cup of onion, chopped finely, package of baby Bella mushrooms. Alright, now they've gotten kind of a little bit translucent, we're going to top that off with a couple tablespoons of minced garlic. I
wish you could smell this.
Okay, time to add in our last ingredients. It's going to call for 3 cups of beef stock. See if we can get it all in this pan or not. And just a touch of Worcestershire sauce. Time to go throw this thing in with the meatballs. Well, that's it. I put everything together inside that crock pot. Man, that slow cooker, I can't wait to see how that thing works out. Got about 4 hours. It's super hot today. We got lots of rain on the way, so I'll catch up to you when it's that time. 2 hours in on this cook, man, it is a hot day here in Florida. I apologize, I had to take my shirt off. I'm too cheap to turn my AC on here in the RV. Has been on about 5 months, but it's coming soon. And it smells absolutely delicious. That food is cooking perfectly. Catch up to you in just a bit. Oh, yummy. Guys, hungry? I bet you are. Man, I wish you could smell what it was like around in these parts. Time to get them babies out of the slow cooker, set them aside in a bowl, and go ahead and thicken up that sauce and make it into a creamy mushroom gravy. Three tablespoons of cornstarch. One-half cup of heavy whipping cream. All right, time to add this mixture in with that sauce that our food's been cooking on for 4 hours. Whisk this together until it thickens. Now at this point in the game, you guys do whatever you want with this meal. You can place some delicious looking meatballs on a bed of rice, maybe some noodles, but in this case, some tasty mashed potatoes. Oh my goodness, will you look at that? What an absolutely unbelievable looking platter. The smell is just unbelievable. Oh, see those mushrooms, the big meatballs, some mashed potatoes, the creamy gravy that's on there. Oh, we gotta get some of this in us right now.
I'm gonna throw just a little bit of cracked black pepper on this because it's always good on this type of meal. Oh, let's try some of the potatoes. See that? With some mushrooms on there. Look at that gravy that's around in there. Oh my goodness. Here it goes.
Oh, let's get into some of that meatball right there. Oh.
Remember, this is Angus Ribeye. Oh my goodness. Oh, what a hearty meal.
Oh, happy mouth.
Let's try a bite that's got a little bit of everything. Some of that meatball, mushroom, gravy, and potatoes. Mmm. 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 This meal is like taking comfort food to a whole new zip code. I can't even begin to tell you, and I need supervision over here because I will eat everything in here and be sick for days. All right, one last bite. I promise I can't eat no more of this. It's gonna ruin my dinner. There is not a bad taste or flavor in any of this. Oh, baby. Hey, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching the video with me on the Slow Cooker Sunday. It is still cooking hot here in Central Florida. I don't care. If you've never tried this kind of a meal, or you can't remember the last time you did, now is a good time to get into doing that. You saw how I hand cranked on that 1894 meat grinder those Angus Ribeye steaks and created them together into nice meatballs and slow cooked them for 4 hours and made a nice creamy rich mushroom gravy. If you don't want to make meatballs, frozen meatballs work just fine as well. But man, I'll tell you what, you will not regret it. Thanks so much. Until next time, I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.